So what actually happens when you eat once a day? The myth that almost fooled me. Now I want to start with a confession. Early in my medical career, I told a patient something and I know was completely wrong. She came to me struggling with her weight, her blood sugar was climbing, and she was exhausted all the time. She said, Doctor, I have been skipping breakfast and eating just once a day. Is that okay? And I looked at her and shook my head. I said, No, you must eat regularly, 3 meals a day minimum. Skipping your meals slows your metabolism. I was repeating the textbook dogma I had never questioned. Fast forward 10 years, deeper medical experience and a proper look at the peer-reviewed literature, and I owe that patient an apology because what she was doing instinctively, the science actually supports it when done correctly. Today, I want to walk you through exactly what happens inside your body when you compress all your eating into 1 meal a day, a protocol called the OMAD, OMAD. From the moment you finish eating to the moment you eat again, not as a trend, not as a social media hack, but as a physician standing with you in my clinic, walking you through the physiology, the benefits, the real risk, and the truth the internet keep getting wrong. Now, from 0 hour to 4 hours, your body is busy, not healing. The clock starts the moment you put your fork down from your 1 meal. For the first 4 hours, your digestive system is fully engaged. Proteins are being broken down into amino acid, carbohydrates are being converted into glucose. That glucose floods your bloodstream and your pancreas respond immediately by releasing insulin. Now, in my clinic, I describe insulin to patients this way. It's a one-way security guard. When insulin is on duty, energy flows into your cells, nothing comes out. Your fat cells are padlocked. Biologically, you cannot burn stored body fat while insulin is elevated. So in these first 4 hours, your body is running entirely on the meal you just ate. Any excess sugar get packed away as glycogen. Think of it as your body's saving account, stored in the liver and muscles for later use. Nothing dramatic is happening yet, but the stage is being set. Around hour 6 to 8, something shifts. Your blood sugar begin to normalize. Insulin starts to drop, and then ghrelin spikes. Ghrelin is your hunger hormone, and when it rises, your brain sends a very convincing message that you are starving and you need to eat immediately. Here is what I tell every patient who tries this protocol. That feeling is not starvation, it's dependency. Your body has been conditioned to receive fuel at irregular intervals. When the fuel is delayed, it panics. The same way a person who has never driven on a highway panics the first time they merge into a fast traffic. This discomfort is real, but the danger is not. If you push through, and that's a very deliberate decision, your liver steps in. It opens the glycogen saving account and begins breaking down stored sugars to keep your blood glucose stable. You are not losing muscles. You are not shutting down. You are simply living off the energy you already saved. This is normal human physiology. This is how we are designed. By hour 12, glycogen stores are running low. This is the metabolic turning point. Insulin has dropped to its baseline, and at this moment, an enzyme called hormone sensitive lipase activates. Think of this enzyme as the key to the vault. It unlocks the fat cells and begin releasing fatty acid into the bloodstream as fuel. For the first time in perhaps days, your body is burning stored fats, not the food from your last meal, but you. And between hours 14 and 16, something remarkable happens to how you feel. The hunger pangs, that uncomfortable gurning from hour 8 typically disappear. Why? Because your fuel supply has stabilized. When you rely on food, your energy is a roller coaster of peaks and crashes. When you rely on body fat, your energy is a flat, steady line. And remember, even in a lean individual, the body carries tens of thousands of calories of stored fat. This is not a fragile reserve, it's a deep, reliable battery. Your liver is also now converting fatty acid into ketone, which is a cleaner burning fuel that your brain absolutely loves. Ketone produces more energy per molecule with less oxidative stress than glucose. This is why at around hour 16, many people report that their brain fog lifts, focus sharpens, and they feel surprisingly energized. Evolution explains this perfectly. A hungry otter needed to be sharper, not slower. Hunger was designed to make us better, not to shut us down. And here is the best part I get most excited about discussing with patients, and it is the part that most YouTube videos and frankly most dietary advice completely overlook. At around hour 16 to hour 18, your cells activate a process called autophagy. This autophagy, the word comes from the Greek meaning self-eating, but do not let the term alarm you. What it actually means is that your body's cellular cleans-up crew has finally clocked in for work. Here is my clinic analogy. Imagine your body is a large hospital that has been receiving patients non-stop for years. The corridors are filled with broken equipment, expired medications, and damaged trolley. Nobody has the time to clear them out because new patients keep arriving. But for the first time in years, you close the door and the maintenance team comes in. They dismantle the broken equipment, strip down the alpha parts, and rebuild something new and functional. That's autophagy. Your cells seek out damaged mitochondria, the little energy factories, misfolded proteins that can accumulate and contribute to diseases like Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson, and even dormant pathogens hiding inside cells. They wrap them up in a membrane, dissolve them, and recycle the components into the fresh functional proteins. When you eat constantly, autophagy never activates. The cleaning crew never comes. The damage accumulates silently. And by the way, if you are finding this breakdown genuinely useful, this is exactly the kind of content I publish every week on this channel. Real physiology, clinical clarity, no hype. So hit that subscribe button and the bell so you never miss it. Now back to our biology. Let me address the most common objection I hear both in my clinic and in the comment section of every fasting video online. But doctor, won't my body eat my muscles? This is physiologically backward. And the science is clear. As you move into the later hours of your fast, your body releases a counter-regulatory hormone called human growth hormone, HGH. Studies in the peer-reviewed literature have shown that during extended fasting, HGH levels can increase by 1,300 to 2,000% above the baseline. HGH is a muscle-sparing fat mobilizing hormone. It tells your body with absolute clarity, burn the fats reserve, do not touch the muscles. Think of it this way, your body is not going to burn the furniture to heat the house when there is a full shed of firewood outside. The fat is the firewood, the muscles is the furniture. The biology is smarter than the myths suggest. The combination of low insulin and the high HGH is a hormonal environment that is genuinely rare outside of fasting. It creates a condition where you preserve lean muscles while your body preferentially burns stored fats. This is not the case of simple calorie restriction, where muscle loss is far more common. Fasting does not just reshape your body, it may actively protect and rebuild your brain. This is a dimension of OMAD that goes far beyond weight loss, and it is one of the reasons I believe structured fasting deserves serious clinical attention and not dismissal. Then at hour 23, your eating window opens, and this is where I see most people make their biggest mistake. They treat the meal as a reward for suffering. They reach out for whatever is convenient and they undo much of what they fast achieved. Let me be direct with you. What you eat in that single meal matters twice as much in normal eating patterns. Your cells at this moment are extraordinarily receptive. Your insulin sensitivity is at its peak. Your digestive system has rested. Your gut lining has had time to reduce inflammation. You are, in the most literal sense, a dry sponge ready to absorb. This is how I advise patients to structure that meal. Start with high quality protein, grass-fed beef, eggs, salmon, chicken. Your body has been recycling cellular proteins through autophagy and needs amino acid to rebuild and repair. This is not optional. protein first. Add healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, fatty fish, and nuts. Since your metabolic machinery is already running on fat, continuing that fuel source keeps your insulin response moderate and your energy stable. Potassium and magnesiums, in particular, are critical when you are fasting regularly. You cannot get this from small snacks throughout the day. You need to get them in this one meal. Break your fast with processed food like pizza, sugary drinks, refined carbohydrate, and you will flood the hypersensitive system with the worst possible input. The insulin spikes will be exaggerated, you will crash, you will feel bloated and exhausted, and you will associate OMAD with misery. So I'm Dr. Emmanuel Bale, and thank you for watching. Stay informed and stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.